Hey, what's up guys? This is Tech, and today we're going to be checking out this bright PC that I mentioned at the end of my last video. So, to start off with, this was $220. The desktop, the monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse. I went up there, picked it up, the monitor slash TV actually. It's a Vizio 26-inch TV, did not survive its way home. There's a vertical green line to it, but I didn't really care too much since I did not need it. I have then since sold the TV, the keyboard, and mouse for 20 bucks, bringing the cost of this PC to me for $200 flat. That being said, let's take a look at the parts and then we'll dive right into the benchmarks. Alright, starting off with the CPU, we've got an i7-8750K from the Linfield architecture. It's 4 cores, 8 threads, 2.93 GHz base frequency, max turbo frequency of 3.6 GHz. I was able to overclock this thing to 3.75 GHz, and I verified this through CPU ID, but you will see that the synthetic benchmarks were showing this thing capping out at 3.3 GHz. I don't know what was going on there. Up next, the motherboard. It is an Asus P7 P55D deluxe motherboard, LJ1156 socket, Intel P55 Express chipset. This thing is an absolute animal of a motherboard that supports quad GPU SLI and quad GPU crossfire. The CPU cooler in this system is a Thermalright MUX 120 Black Edition. Now the heatsink is all black and nickel plated to make sure that the quality and performance lasts for a few years, to which it held up pretty well when I did a visual inspection on it. It's got a 4-centered heat pipe design, and all the heat pipes are nickel plated to slow down oxidation. Alright, so for RAM, we are mixing and matching here, folks. We've got two 2GB sticks of Crucial Ballistics support that was clocked at 1333 MHz, and I had it overclocked to 1600 MHz. And then we've got OCC Gold RAM, again, 2 sticks of 2GB. That was already running at 1600 MHz. And so we've got a Westen Digital 640GB hard drive that checked out A-OK on Crystal Disk Info. The GPU we have in the system looks to be an Asus GTX 960 2GB variant pulled out of an OEM pre-built Asus gaming desktop at one point a long time ago. Needless to say, despite it being a single blower fan design, it stayed pretty quiet. Alright, so we're pretty much at the end here, and the power supply we have in here is a Cooler Master Silent Pro M500 80 Plus modular. And boy, was I surprised to see that this thing was modular. And I forgot to record a little bit of B-roll for the case, but it is a Thermaltake VA8000 BWS that I have already cleaned out, and all these components are ready to go back into it. So before we get into the benchmarks, I just wanted to show you guys my CPU Z here that is showing that this thing is running roughly at 3.75 GHz. Now, with that being said, let's get right into the benchmarks.
Voices in my head know me, call me. I will be restless. Somehow they chose me. This is my nightlife. Wanna be high life. I feel so reckless, calling them all night. I should
I figured I would throw this last little bit of video here just so you guys can see how this was wired up in the case. Now with that being said, I don't really know if I'm going to repurpose these for something else, but I'm not too concerned about it. But thanks guys for watching. This is Cybertech signing out.